Hey guys, I thought I would quickly go over Opeth's Harvest with you. I've seen a lot of requests for lessons to be done on the song, so I thought I'd just quickly break it down for you guys. There's basically four parts, and I suppose we should start with the intro. That kind of idea. So we're starting with an E minor chord in open position, and the strum pattern is basically constant throughout. That kind of idea. And what we're doing is that we're moving up to this chord, which is 5th fret A string and 4th fret D string. Everything else open. And the second little chord is 7th fret A string, 5th fret D string, everything open. So it gives the E minor chord some nice movement there. After that's played, I think 2 times, there's another guitar that comes on top over it and does something like this. What that is just a bunch of octave shapes. So starting on the 14th fret, we're playing an octave shape on the A string, 14th fret, sorry, is your root note. The octave up here on the G string. Sorry. And the top 2 strings open the entire time throughout this little part. And you're muting the D string with your index finger here, so that doesn't ring out. So you've got the 5th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st ringing out throughout this whole thing. So we start on the 14th, down to the 12th, 10th, 9th, 10th, 9th, 7th. So 14, 12, 10, 9, 10, 9, 7. Repeat. There's also another little lead thing that goes on top of those other 2 guitars. It goes something like this. We start that on the 9th fret of the G string, onto the 10th fret of the B string, so a little 4th shape there, and then we basically shift that shape up 2 frets, so we go from 10th fret B string to 12th fret B string, and then down a 4th to the 11th fret G string here. And then we repeat that. Except after we go up to the 12th fret B string, we then go to the 10th fret high E string, and then down to the 11th fret G. So. Okay, so after that little melody part, there's a lick that goes something like this, and it leads into the second part of the intro, which I'll play for you. There are 2 ways you can play this. Basically, instead of going up to those 2 chords, we're going up to, which is an A sus2. So open A string, 2nd fret, open, and a B minor bar chord with a 5th string root. Now I see a lot of people playing it with just straight power chords, so A power chord, B power chord. Which is cool, and it's a lot easier to play, but I think it sounds more accurate and even cooler if you can get that A sus2 in and that B minor. It's a lot easier if you play the E minor with your first two fingers. Sorry, your first two fingers if you're used to playing with 2 and 3. It's a lot easier to get if you play it with 1 and 2 instead. So sus2 minor. Oops. There we go. After that's repeated a couple more times, we go straight into the verse. So from that B minor right to the C minor. So the verse starts with that C minor for 2 beats. Then you lift your middle finger off. That's a C sus2 chord when you lift your middle finger off there. Then it goes down to an A flat major. The 4th fret 6th string root. So. Goes to a G minor for 2 beats, and then you hammer on your middle finger to make a G major. Whoops. You really have to make sure your bar is tight or that won't come out clearly, as you can tell. So that whole thing is C minor, C sus2, A flat major, G minor, hammer. I think that's repeated 4 times, and then we go into the chorus. There's 2 ways to play the chorus. I see people playing it with open chords, and you can certainly do that. The chords would be A minor for 4 beats, E minor, then B minor. Major and F sharp major. So the whole thing that way would be like this. But I think a lot cooler way and more accurate way again is to play it as such. You're gonna, for the A minor, you're gonna play this chord. It's 10th fret D string, 9th fret G string, and everything open except for the low E. So open A, open B, open E, and then that 10 and the 9th, and those 2 middle strings, like I said. So that's an A minor chord with I don't know, added 9th or something like that. And then for the E minor, you move to this chord, which is basically just an octave shape on the 10th fret A string here, but with the open E. Everything open, like that descending octave thing we did earlier, everything open except for this D string, which you're muting. That's an E minor, so from the A minor to a B minor bar chord here on the 7th fret rather than all the way back there, so B minor bar chord here. Then we're going to play a G major like last time, and F sharp major. Second time around, it's changed up a little bit. You do the to E minor again, to the B minor bar chord, to a D minor bar chord this time with a 5th string root, to an A minor 6th string root bar chord, right to an A flat major bar chord with a 6th string root. So that whole thing again. C minor 5th string bar chord to a G minor 6th string bar chord, and then right back into the verse. Okay, go back into the verse, you do another chorus. At the end of the second chorus, it goes right into a solo section, and the solo section is as follows. It's a D minor chord, except you're leaving high E string open. So D minor bar chord, 5th string root, but leave the high string open. 2 beats, and then to that A minor that we used earlier in the chorus. 2 beats, 1 beat of A flat major, 1 beat of D minor, and then 2 beats of G minor. So that whole thing together sounds like this. Solo. Whatever. I'm not gonna teach you the solo with this guitar, but and then after however many repetitions of that section, just goes right back to the verse. Does another verse, and then it goes into another chorus. At the end of this chorus, it does a slight variation to the C minor. So just a slight variation on that G minor there. At the end of all that, goes back to the intro, and this part, all that good stuff. I'm sure you can figure out the rest by yourself. Okay, thanks.